So you all know Woody Guthrie. I'd be insulting you to say you didn't, so you're all music people here. He was famous for saying back in his day that a folk song is what's wrong and how to fix it. And that's a great mantra to live up to as a band. And it's something that we adopted in this next song. So about 7 years ago, not even, there was a shooting at Mother Emanuel Church in Charleston, South Carolina. And as horrible as that event was, we know that as soon as we stop remembering history, we're bound to repeat it. And so part of our job as a folk band is reminding us of these tragedies in our country, but also that there is a way forward and there's a way out, and even the darkest times, there is some light at the end of the tunnel, and some thread of redemption in the midst of all of that loss. And so this was our response to that event. It's called the Charleston Massacre. Come in close and listen, listen hard and still, and sorrow with the kindred of those 9 who were killed. Raise a tear-streaked face and wonder why this suffering. Why'd they die like traitors down at Charleston? The evening sun was low, but air was hot as day, as 13 men and women climbed those steps to pray. Oh, the church's doors were closing, but a visitor walked in. He held a secret, his mind was plotting sin. What did you see, St. Peter? What did you see, St. Paul? You stained glass soldiers looking down from blood-stained walls. Could you forgive him for this dreadful sin, just like those churchmen did down at Charleston? They welcomed him with open arms and they showed him to a seat. They opened up their Bibles and they got down on their knees. Dylan Roof, the visitor, stood up as they bent down and drew a gun before the group could make a sound. I have to do it, said the gunman without shame. I'll give you something real to pray about, he raved. He looked around the frozen room, his cold face warped with hate, and let the devil do his fill as he took aim. What did you see, St. Peter? What did you see, St. Paul? You stained glass soldiers looking down from blood-stained walls. Could you forgive him for this dreadful sin, just like those churchmen did down at Charleston? Susie Jackson, wrinkled fingers knit in prayer. She cried to heaven as a bullet split the air. But young Tawanza Sanders stepped between her and the gun and bravely gave his life down at Charleston. Dylan Roof was captured and he went before the court, as broken families gathered round with broken hearts. Their eyes met his, and instead of hate, they showed him mercy as they one by one forgave. What did you see, St. Peter? What did you see, St. Paul? You stained glass soldiers looking down from blood-stained walls. Could you forgive him for this dreadful sin? Just like those churchmen did down at Charleston. What did you see, King Jesus? You wore the traitor's crown. As Roman soldiers looked up from blood-stained ground, how could you forgive them for this dreadful sin? As you hung there dying to take us sinners in. Come in closer and listen, listen hard and still. In sorrow with the kindred of the guiltless who were killed. Oh, raise a tear-streaked face and wonder how could they forgive? Can love repair the past and make our dead soul live? How could they love so much down at Charleston? Thank you.